unfortunately for Paragon, they really need to make sure that nothing catastrophic happens here, and then they have to take that tank expertly in order to have any chance of making any kind of a comeback.
Indeed, and I went ahead and I restarted the stream again. I have a feeling it might be something I changed actually a few days ago. But regardless, Boomer goes in, landing on a Rochelle. They're going to cause a bit of horde come out under right outside the safe room. This VOD's going to be broken up into like 4 different sections though, from the amount of times I've been like actively changing things during the cast. But now I'm holding very solid actually with my bit rate. Incredibly solid actually. I think I solved it. Maybe? Because there's no way just me reconnecting to Twitch solved it. So,
and then someone's going to slam a car into the telephone pole outside your house.
Don't. Nice charge there. Nice hunt as well. Gonna put both inside the spit there for a little bit of damage. Nick's gonna be able to walk back into the elevator though. And yeah, Adam's gonna be dropped down. Yeah, Adam's actually down in the 10 HP range. Yeah, 7 HP right now.
That's exactly what they can't have happen in that scenario. Like, Adam taking almost an in-cap before the crashing his way with his frying pan into the elevator. But obviously, it's a little bit better than the death charge that happened on the last server. But this is going to be really tough now for Paragon because they're going to have at least one bleeding too for that tank.
Indeed. And yeah, if you guys have not already done so, please refresh the Twitch page if you guys can even see it or hear this right now. The stream should be back up. It is solid for right now. I haven't touched any yellow bit rate conditions, so hopefully it's good for now. Let me know how it is, and I'll also see an OBS, obviously, if it starts dropping again.
Let's see what the Survivors decide to do, because this next hit could actually be pretty devastating, depending on how the Survivors position themselves. They're going to drop down to the bridge here. Charter wants to rocket in, I'm pretty sure, from the top. Jockey might try to grab someone underneath, and the tank actually spawns right here. Survivors are split. One Survivor dropped back down. This Charter's looking for something here. Maybe going to decide to go for it when the Survivors make their way back, but the tank is up in the hands of Keenan for Team France.
Indeed it is, and once again Adam obviously almost on full bleed right now, has a little sliver of solid HP left to him, is going to have another set of pills past him. He's actually going to pop that set of pills, and now they're down to 2 sets of pills, and they are almost in dire straits right now. Like, they have to make this map with a massive health bonus to start clawing things back here. Nice skeet there by Verbansky out onto the Gren. Jockey does land for a second, but does get cleared relatively quickly. And yeah, if Paragon wants to make a comeback happen here, they have to just start playing out of their minds, to say the least, for these last 2 rounds.
I don't like this call. I really don't like this call.
I really don't like the second floor. For whatever reason, recently, second floor strats just haven't been working out, and that's why you see a lot. Yeah, and you see a lot of teams just like going outside nowadays.
I really hate this call because, okay, so they chipped the tank 1,000 points. France are going to be like begging them to do this, and that's exactly what they did. Now this tank, like I said, if he had any room to move at all, it's going to be almost impossible to juke him without the slowdown in an area that's this enclosed. Yes, you can still get great jukes from players on Ace Mod, but the thing is, in an area that makes it easy for the tank to hit them, this is not a good call to make, in my opinion. Tank is going to go, and we'll see if they actually manage it immediately right there. There's your corner on the bonus. That's going to be a pull down onto him. Rest of the hit should be coming in soon. It's going to be a tri-cap. Tank's going to be coming back, and that's going to be another corner going out. There is a Hunter landing, but again, here's more bonus getting cornered into that area. Nothing the Survivors can do in an area that short. Even more damage bonus being depleted off of Adam. Keenan throwing a rock, landing it onto Verbansky, who's also bonus, almost getting the long arm right there, and Kiss Me, exactly what we just saw is what we predicted to happen in an area that enclosed.
Yeah, it's just, it's very rough for Survivors to take this area nowadays, because you just have so many teams that have learned the meta of this area and what to do, and they just have all the SI kind of just drop down when the tank starts pushing everyone, you know, towards one way of, or towards one direction of the, you know, entire second floor. And then you have the SI just drop down and you're back, and, you know, it's just not a good place to be. But regardless, the tech of the nice damage, perhaps 20 damage going out onto Nick there. Spit goes down on top of him as well. Smoker actually pulls Ellis through the spit, being an in-cap out onto Vansky as well. And it looks like Ellis takes one as well, that being Migo. And that's a big hit coming out here from Team France.
That's all, excuse me, all the permanent bonus gone from Paragon, just a little bit of damage bonus left. And I would say here this is pretty much the GG, unfortunately, for Paragon, because they're going to roll their way through the map, but in 2 maps they're not going to make up the delta from the first game, plus the ones right here. Obviously things were going a little bit better for them on the first like map and a half, but since then France has been in complete control.
Yeah, they were keeping it close in the beginning of this away match, but as you mentioned, it's just been slowly but surely getting out of their reach here, and it just seems like there's not really much that they're going to be able to do. It's just, you know, at this point in time, they're looking to go down by at least another 700 points here. But Jockey latching on to Ellis here. Charger taking Rochelle up against the railing there on the top floor. And that's going to be another nice hit. Pills getting passed over to Lucifer, now over to Verbansky. It seems like they're playing hot pills and just trying to keep it away from each other or something.
Hot pills.
Like hot potato?
Yeah, hot pills, nice. I've seen them do that before, but I think it looks as though Amigo has finally taken them. And it looks as though there is going to be another hit from France up relatively soon. Boomer, Spitter, Hunter, Smoker, but it won't take a lot to wipe Paragon at this point, due to the fact that one of them was just sitting rather low, but now did find another set of pills to pop. Nice pounce landing in the back right there. Spitter could not spawn, however, to capitalize. Smoker a little bit late, but still, at this point, I think France has done the damage that they need to. Spit delay going out, and it looks as though Rochelle is just trucking along alone in the front. We'll see if Team France is able to get up another hit as the survivors get themselves back together. I thought they were going to stay low to start, but looks as though instead they're going to rejoin each other on the top right here. Coach going for the crossover, going to manage to get it. Ellis is still down below looking for the other ladder. Jockey, Charger, and two other spawns coming into queue for Team France right now are a Smoker and a Boomer. So they should be able to hit with this as the survivors are dropping down. Indeed they are. Here comes the Charger getting a quad charge. That would be the solve. Quad charge, quad boom, tri-cap landing. That's going to be an absolutely stylistic way for Team France to get the wipe on Team Paragon. Quad charge, quad boom, tri-cap, kiss me.
That was just beautiful. The synchronization, literally everything hit at the drop of a hat. Like, you could snap your fingers and everything just land at the exact same time. Beautifully played. Jockey latching on to Nick, incapping him, and that will be the end of the round here. Paragon just totally out of it at this point. I mean, you add the 500 points they were down coming into this game, on top of the 1,000 they are now. That's 1,500 points that they're down going into the fourth map. It's still possible, but it's just so far out. Like, map 5 is worth so little now, and map 4 is as well not worth that much. So 1,500 points is actually quite a bit, but it is possible. But it's not going to happen. Like, Team France, they seem like they've hit their stride, and they're just not breaking it now.
Yeah, I mean, this is just France in control. Tanks at 73%, so no chance of an early wipe. This is pretty much going to put it out of reach for Paragon. But again, they're playing it out. They're doing the best they can on these, you know, in the tournament that they're in. The ranking system here, of course, not as bad as a 24 spot differential, but still, the fact that France is one of the top 8 teams in the tournament going into this, Paragon have fought incredibly hard so far, but again, France has shown exactly why they were placed the way they were, managing to win the game on the American server. Now they're putting on a show in terms of Special Infected on their home server. Going live right here, France on Survivor, Paragon on Special Infected. It is another 2-2 for Team Paragon. Boomer, Spitter, Jockey, and a Hunter, which is already spawned. As I mentioned, the tank is late.
Indeed it is. Ellis hopping right safe from popping that Boomer right off the bat. Jockey as well, not faring any better. Uzi's going to town on the Hunter. Do manage to mow him down with the shotguns up front, and the Spitter being forced to really just throw it out there just for the sake of it, and saying that she did spit at some point in time. And yeah,
Witch, hello?
What?
The Witch wasn't getting angry. The Witch wasn't getting angry at the two survivors with Uzis. But now the survivors with Uzis have managed to move past the Witch. Another nice crown going out there by Everlasting. I was just confused because they were standing right around the dumpster and like, oh, hi, and then they moved back and the Witch didn't get angry. So.
Indeed, she did not. She ain't afraid of nothing. But yeah, we'll see the SI go ahead and start setting up here for the next set. Boomer looks like he wants to come from the windows there. And then we also have the Hunter, Charger, and the Jockey, I believe. Indeed it is. I see a little glow. And so as we'll start making the way over up on top of the rooftop. This is going to make the SI hit a little bit harder for them to actually work with. Everlasting shutting down the Boomer. Jockey looking for something on Nick. Not going to find it, though. Charger scratches Ellis's ankles once. Not going to find anything else in that, though. And the Hunter doing a barrel roll just in front of us.
Yeah, Grin got a great skeet right there. And I got to say, this is probably the... I don't know. France looks really, really good now in the past couple of chapters and stuff like that, but I think this is the most consistent too, at least in terms of the series that we've seen so far. In the last like map and a half, where survivors really come alive, and I think it really did start with the clears that were made in the first map. On the actually, was that the first map or was that actually the last game? No, it was the last game when Grin got like 47% SI on map 4. He's gonna get rocked right there from the Jockey, but like I said, Grin working tandem with the rest of Team France has really, really finally turned on Team France's SI. Turned on their Survivor. Their SI was really, really on point. through both games, but now their survivor is really coming out on their home server. And like I said, that is one advantage of having green ping when you have a situation like this, playing with a lead.
Can you take it for 1 minute? I'm just dealing with something.
Absolutely, I can keep telling you what is going to happen on this tank in the hands of the one and only Lucifer. Hunter Charger Boomer for the commit here. If Paragon wants any chance of making anything back at all, they are going to need to get this wipe. So we should see him committing relatively soon because he is down to 45% HP. Boomer getting a nice spawn and single boom onto one of the survivors right there as the tank jumps his way over the fence into the water, going for a long runner Rochelle, not going to land, turning around, now getting the long runner Rochelle, Charger going in, not really much of anything landing there. Tank is actually getting juked out in the water by Keening right there, only his second punch right there, landing, going for another long arm, onto Alice, another punch missing, and that's really unfortunate for Paragon, only a two-hitter tank coming out from Lucifer in that area.
Yeah, that's clearly the downside or the lesser of what they would have liked. Really nothing happening at all for them there. A couple punches, nothing. Like, I can't even make up things that happened there that were in their favor. Just nothing at all working out for them.
Yeah, I mean, now France has a ridiculous bonus too, carrying forward here. This is going to put it out of reach officially. Hunter is bouncing around, Spitter, Boomer, and a Smoker for the rest of the hit. Smoker going in for a pull right there, nothing going. Hunter coming in, getting skeeted by Keeneem. Boomer going for a B-hop, those are disabled. And the Spitter did absolutely nothing so far. He's going to throw down a cheeky spit into the middle of the air, which comes down where he was. Paragon knows it, France knows it. France, beautiful job, making the save from right there with a fantastic bonus to give them a total score of 3,712 after making the map with 72.8% of the possible bonus. Over 1,000 points on map 4.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's a pretty nice bonus. That's the upper of what I've seen in these matches, or even just scrims thus far. That's way up there.
Yeah, that's a fantastic chapter right there from France. And obviously, Paragon are behind by exactly 2,000 points in this game. And obviously, adding the score on from before, it's like, dude, isn't it like 5 a.m. over there? Indeed it is. So the French are playing at 5 a.m. and they're playing extremely well at 5 a.m. Paragon going live right here. Boomer, Hunter, Spitter, Jockey. Boomer trying to play hop its way in, not going to land. Hunter going for DP, getting skied out of the sky. Spit's going down on to Adam right there. Actually, Ravansky rather, who's hoarded on top of the truck at the hood of the truck. Again, that probably would have been a lot more damage. Top saying we just want to go to sleep, but it looks as though Paragon are not letting them quite go to bed yet. Nice crown right there by Adam, just doming that witch.
Reloading!
Indeed, and yes, I'm once again aware that the stream is lagging. There's not much that I can do about it. It seems everything that I've been trying just doesn't fix it, because literally it's just nature burning right now. And there's nothing that I can do to actually fix that. The only thing I could do is not stream the games and local record them, and then put them up on YouTube. I know you guys do like to see them live though, so it's kind of like, you know, it's not exactly what you guys would like to see happen.
Ravansky getting beat up by that Charger right there in the back. Still just damage trickling in from everywhere in terms of what Team France has been able to do. And again, I think that really does reflect the cohesion. So, wow, okay. I just got messaged by Redux saying, wow, Rails, casting with Kiss Me and not me. Alright then, if Redux wants to cast the game, I'm sure we might be able to see him come out of wherever he's been for the past 2 years.
Reloading!
You heard it here, folks. Redux wants to be included in our system here. And by the way, it looks like Rochelle was really near that car, trying to clear some common. Tank misses the punch on the car in the hands of Everlasting. I thought that was going to be a surefire in cap. However, this jockey's going to go in, not finding much of anything, and somehow Lucifer got out of that without getting killed.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how he actually missed that connection. Actually, the rock didn't even move the car either. So a little bit of a wonky car, and Coach gonna get really aggressive here, actually doing some really good chip as well to Everlasting. Curve Rock's not going to curve enough, obviously, to hit or follow Coach in any real sort of direction. And that's going to be a single boom add-on to Rochelle there for a little bit of support here. And they have that Hunter and Charger to work with as well.
Yeah, and it looks as though the tank is going to start moving his way in with the trail into that horde. I think that's the right call. And that Hunter Charger and another spawn should be ready to go in as soon as he needs them. Pushing in with those commons, who are still beating up Rochelle. Pushing the survivors back into the corner. One survivor is on top. Getting the corner right there on to Lucifer. But then, of course, the survivor does slide over the wall there. Another nice punch going out onto Coach. Here we go again. Double cap landing, but the smokers did get cleared. That's still a lot of damage going out from those pinners landing. a 2-slam charger right there as well. Tank getting another punch on to Adam, and that's more what you'd expect out of that area. Almost another tri-cap, but France just hammering it home again, doing much more damage on their tank than Paragon's able to bring out.
Yeah, that's just another incredible tank there by the hands of Team France, doing a crap ton of damage to say the least. And yeah, unfortunately, that's all she wrote for this game, because I believe that's going to make it mathematically impossible for Team Paragon to actually come out here with the W.
From what I heard, Paragon still wants to play Finale, though. I think I messaged Adam and said and asked if he wanted to like give them the option, obviously as an admin, you know, not to have to play the next. I think there also is a rule where it's like if you're like behind by like 1,000 points or over, then you can also opt out of any map that you're on. It's like a mercy rule.
Yeah.
And I mean, the thing is, I figured I'd give them the option, but they said, no, you know what, we want to keep playing, so we'll see if they do. Lucifer took a an okay amount of damage on that last hit. There is still a pretty good amount of health on Migo. They are going to work their way to the safe from here. So Paragon, you know, they're being good sports, they're playing it out, and they're making the most of the opportunity that they have in the Bleed-Out tournament. You gotta give them that, they're being sportsmen to the end. Oh, I'm actually gonna say GG here, so that is gonna be the end of the game, and that's pretty much what they were required to play. So that is gonna be Team France taking the win over Team Paragon on the French server by a score of 3,712 to 2,400. Add that on to the 500 points from the North American game, and that is going to give you an almost 1,800 point, actually over 1,800 point differential in favor of France. So they're going to move to 2-0 in the Bleed-Out tournament, dropping Paragon to 1-1.
Especially going into the second game, the first couple rounds, really close. Once again, guys, I want to apologize for the stream quality. There's really nothing that I can do on my part. I'm just trying to, you know, obviously you guys do enjoy the Twitch live streams and whatnot. You guys just don't like, you know, the video goes up on YouTube. I do honestly feel bad though for this problem that's occurring, but it's out of my hands. It's pretty much down to you know, the fire that's like a mile away, or not a mile, but like an hour from me, just burning out and stopping all the burning, pretty much. But yeah, there's not really much I can do on my part. I do feel incredibly bad though, and as I say that now, I'm back on green bitrate and whatnot, so I have no idea. It's wacky. It's literally fine, and then it goes crazy, and then it's fine again. And it's obviously something that's not on my end, because nothing's changing on my end. But yeah, I do feel bad. I'm sorry to you guys. If it does continue like this, though, we'll be recording a bunch of games until it does get cleared up and the fire gets put out and whatnot, so that we actually have legitimate live streams. But we're still hitting like 80, 90 viewers even tonight. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Even though the stream is literally like dropping half the frames, you guys are still here. So that's really nice to see, to say the least.
Yeah, especially, I mean, and the point of games like this, you know, especially as we start inching towards the later rounds of the group stage and obviously towards the elimination bracket, hopefully things clear up by then, because to have the ability to see the games live, it's going to be a really interesting experience with the amount of talent that's in this tournament, with the amount of teams who are playing, which has been the most since custom campaign tournament number 2, I'm pretty sure. So obviously we are going to hope to have that back in commission by the time those other matches roll around. But again, all we can do is keep trying to cast games, keep trying to put it out there for you, and thank you everybody as usual for tuning in. Thank you Kiss Me for co-casting with me and letting me cast these 2 matches that we had tonight. And I'm hoping maybe there is a way that the fire in my home state could potentially calm itself down to allow us to keep bringing these matches in a way that's a little less choppy. But until that happens, we're going to keep trying. That's all we can do.
Indeed. And once again, guys, sorry. I'm hoping that it's not broken up into too many VODs for YouTube. I'm hoping that I can like consolidate it into 2, maybe 1, possibly. But yeah, thank you guys very much for tuning in tonight. Once again, congratulations to Team France, not to take anything away from them. I just felt really bad for the cast going the way it did. So I just wanted to throw it out there that I do feel bad for it. And hopefully it does get cleared up, because I would like to continue to, you know, obviously cover the tournament and cast things for you guys. But regardless, congratulations to Team France. A wonderfully played game by Team Paragon as well, showing a lot of potential. And I think we're going to be seeing both those teams in the top 16 without a doubt. It was extremely close, except for obviously when they went over to the away server. Team France just started clicking harder and harder round after round, and it just worked out for them in the end. So congratulations to both teams. Very well fought, and obviously congratulations even more so to Team France for taking that W.
Indeed. And then we will, I think there already are a couple of matches that are scheduled for the next couple of days, but we will see exactly how that pans out again in terms of casting. But we are hoping to see you sometime relatively soon, and I hope everybody has a good night wherever they are. And I know Team France is going to sleep quite well if they don't have to go and get up for work, because I believe it's close to, let's see, it was 2:30 when this started, 2.5 hours later. It's 5 a.m. in France right now.
Indeed. So, yeah, have a good night, guys. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. Help show your support for the stream and the content that we provide for you guys on the channel and over on the YouTube as well. And thank you to Rails. Thank you to teams. Thank you for server admins. Scup for always giving me caster on Sir Please servers, because I still don't have caster on it. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever, wherever you are in the world. And we will see you tomorrow, I believe, with hopefully more games.
See you later.